All right, here we go for the release candidate for the Mood Calendar iOS. Let's see. So you see here on the login page, I went ahead and went ahead with your suggestion with making the background of the login button a little bit lighter and making the login button blue so that has a little bit more of a call to action. I added a create account screen because that really confused the user testers, which makes perfect sense, really. So let's go ahead and make our user, and we shall create him, and it logs us right in. Time for a depression screen. Woohoo! So we go to the depression screen. Let's go ahead and Christmas tree it real quick. Doop doop. All right, we'll go ahead and add this all in here. All right, so we're done with our quiz. Let's see how we did. 32. Excellent. So we go back to the mood calendar. Wow, it doesn't want me to go back. That's interesting. Let's see what happens if we go back here. Huh. Okay. Hasn't done that before. I'm not sure if we can blame that one on my app or not. Let's go ahead and enter in the score. 32. All right, so we're done with that. We see we have the onboarding. We had that before. Let's see. Let's check out our logger page here. So I went ahead and I added the visual affordances just to make it clear that 10 is happy, down here is sad. So that's pretty obvious now. I did change the sizing of all this stuff as you requested. So this lines up here with these. I tried to make the letters line up with this as much as possible. I kind of had to do it by eye. I see it didn't really work. I didn't really do it by the 12. I did it more by the 2. So I originally had like the sides of the box going to this, but then the thing is these lines are really subtle. Especially on like a phone, if you're not really looking at it, they're not very obvious at all. And so it really just kind of looks like it's out of alignment. So I tried making the actual text line up with it. Um, but the text all, we do have a pretty strong line here now. So let's go ahead and we'll get out of here. Oh, okay. Here's one thing you really wanted me to add, the current time indicator down here. And I did make it so that it only shows that if we're on the on today's date. So I added that. Um, it's not set on a timer. It refreshes basically every time this view appears. So if you go to a different page, or even if you like go to a different app and go back to this, it will update. But if you just sit here on the screen for like 30 minutes not doing anything, it won't move. That was kind of like a quick fix. I think for the most part it should be pretty good though. Okay, here's another thing I did. I've got the menu working a lot better now. So I go here, the menu comes out here. I go to charts, it flips, goes to the chart, and now chart, I can go back. And so this works really well now. Before this just dismissed when you hit this button. So that's nice now. Okay, let's check out our charts. I think that's the main stuff we have new here. Oh yeah, we have like no activities here. Okay, so I went ahead and made another account, charts at test.com, test123, same thing. And I went ahead and populated a whole bunch of data in here. I just randomized the activity name since we're not really tracking that. I figured it didn't matter too much. The only downside is that I did randomize the scores of all the activities throughout the day, but the thing is, for the most part, the day averages out fairly close to 5. So you'll kind of see we really don't have a huge amount of variance here. I went through and changed a few of them by hand just so that you could see it worked. But it does work actually really well. So you see, by default, we check out mood score by days for the past month. So the past month is here. We can change that to the past week, and then we can do it for all time. We can check out our depression scores. I just logged 3 so far on this account, So you see, hey, looks like I'm doing better. Maybe I should ask myself to rate this app since obviously it's working for me. So the screens, it always goes by all time. Same thing with the hours. The hours, again, there's not a whole lot of variance here, just because I didn't go through and say like change every single 5 p.m. to 10 just to show that it works. But it does work pretty well as far as I can tell. Um, and yeah, the hours is just all time as well. So from all time, I tend to be here at 1 a.m., up here at 5 p.m., like that. Let's see. What else? Some of the other feedback you had, there was a notify bug when you go to the menu and hit notify. Obviously, I got rid of that anyway, so that bug just kind of fixed itself. The menu, the logger page, the graphs, and oh yeah, okay, and the depression screen, it comes every 30 days. Oh, and the other little bug they found in alpha was before the hamburger button here was still active, I went ahead and disabled that. So that's it. Doesn't seem like a whole lot now when I'm showing it, but man, it took a long time. But thank you, and I will see you for gold release.